As I stand here overlooking the ocean, listening to the wave, watching the trees move with wind, seeing the dolphin rise and disappear again, I am reminded that spirituality is not something you force. It's something that calls you. There's a scriptures that says, deep call into deep. And you will find the scripture in Psalms 42 verses 7. And the word deep call into deep, the meaning deep call into deep, that's deep. Deep call into deep, I actually take it as something inside you respond when something external spoken. The ocean is deep, but it doesn't argue about the depths. It doesn't try to sink itself to make others comfortable. And for many of us, especially when we begin spiritual journey, we start feeling something deeper calling us. It's not religion. It's not performance. And it's certainly not fear. But in fact, it is a relationship that you can never explain to anyone. There comes a moment in life when you realize God is not confined to any building. He is in the wind. He is in the water. He is the creator. So he's in every element that you can ever think of. The ocean remind me that God spoke in wave. Sometimes the wave are gentle. Sometimes the wave clash hard. Sometimes they pull things away from you that you think you needed, but God knows best. As I'm recording this video, look at this dolphin. The dolphin was just right up my foot, playing. I was just so amazed. I just have this moment where I was just smiling. Look at the dolphin. There you go. He's gonna show. Yep, there you go. He was just swimming around me and everything, and just everything just feel right. I feel at peace. I feel like, oh yes, I am on a journey. I'm in a journey that this is where I need to be. This is what I need to be doing. He was just going, look at that. Yes, he was just making a whole movie right in front of me. I'm telling you, it was just a moment that I'll forever keep and cherish in my heart. And if you want to have a little bit more understanding, you can just go in the book of Psalms 24 verses 1. And when it speaks of everything, that's deep, everything in Psalms, the book of Psalms verses 1. That means the ocean belongs to him, the trees belongs to him, the dolphin belongs to him, and so do you. Spirituality is not about escaping the world. It's about seeing God in it. Look at the trees. Just for example, just look at the trees. They don't chase the wind. They don't panic when a storm comes. They bend, but they stay rooted. The book of Psalms 1 verses 3, it said, he shall be like a tree planted by the river of water that bring forth fruits in its season, whom leaf shall not withered. That's a deep word. And planted by the water, that's also deep. Water represents life, movement, spirit. And I hope you guys take a moment to understand what I just said. When you are planted in truth, when you are grounded in God, you don't dry up when life gets hot. You don't wither when people misunderstand you. You grow in your season, because when it's your season, ain't nobody can take that away from you. And here comes something powerful. Fruit doesn't grow overnight, okay? Neither does spiritual maturity. Some of us are in our season where we feel nothing happening. We just feel like nothing is happening for us right now. Okay? But the root is actually growing somewhere where nobody can see. Look at a dolphin. They move together. They move with intelligence. They move with joy. They don't fight the current, They understand it. And that reminds me of the scripture. Now the Lord is the Spirit. And where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And that brings me to the scripture in 2 Corinthians 3, verses 17. Freedom. That's a big word right there. Freedom. Spirituality is not bondage, It is not fear. One of the most important thing is God gave all of us on this earth freedom. You got the right to choose whatever you want to do. And while we're on this journey, freedom, sometimes on this journey you may feel alone. And when you go deeper and deeper, not everyone will understand you. But remember this. In the book of Psalms, verses 46:10, it said, "Be still and know that I am God." Be still. Wow, that's deep. That's a deep word. The ocean teaches us your motion. If you stand there long enough, your breathing slow, your thought get quiet, your spirit just settled. You just feel peaceful. You just feel at home. You feel peaceful. And that's deep. That's deep. In Jeremiah 29, verses 11, it said, "For I know the plan I have for you, declares the Lord, plan to prosper you and not to harm you, plan to give you hope and a future." Hope and a future. That is really deep. So right here is telling you, even when the wave clashes, even when the season change, even when relationships fall apart, even when you feel misunderstood, God is not confused about you. He is not surprised by your depths. And just like the ocean, you're allowed to be yourself. You're allowed to just enjoy life itself as long as you put God in it. You are allowed to have surface joy and deep emotion at the same time. You're allowed to be strong and still heal. You're allowed to grow beyond who you used to be and what people think of you. You're allowed, because remember, God gave us all a free will. Can you imagine the wind passing through the trees? What the wind looked like? Nobody know what the wind looked like. Nobody know anything about the wind. All we know that we feel the breeze and we know it passes through. But that just led me to something that God said. He said, the wind blows wherever it pleases. You hear the sound, but you cannot tell where it comes from and where it's going. So it is with everyone that born in the Spirit. And you can find that scripture in John 3, verses 8. And listen, the wind is invisible, but undeniable. So is spiritual growth. People may not understand what changes in you, but they will feel it. You will speak differently, move differently, respond differently. You won't argue too much, and you won't chase either. When you know who holds the ocean, you stop being afraid of the wave. Spirituality is not about becoming mystical and disconnected from reality. No, it is not about that. It's about becoming aware of your spirit, aware of your alignment, aware of your creativity, it's just something that you cannot explain to everyone because not everyone have the eyes to see. Okay.